What is this?
This is episode 60.
I said, now, all you vinyl varmints, all you record collecting crew, if I got a box of records for you.
Hey. Cheers.
Cheers, and cheers to you, Shadow Man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well.
Can you believe we've done 60 of these shows? Well, after today, we'll have done
Yes.
60.
Amazing. Just
And-
keep on trucking.
And today we're going to do a Canadian show, which we haven't actually done yet. We might have featured some Canadian bands, but yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Stoner.
I should have had that.
Kevin's got a snake story, don't you, Kevin?
I got plenty of snake stories where we are. Which one are you referring to?
There's a picture of you holding up a
Oh, yes.
4 foot or so specimen.
Yeah, well, I had a 45-incher one time. I can't say I've had a full 4-foot one.
Well, it's close enough
It was
for
hard.
me.
Susan's like measuring it like.
That was in
big
yours.
milk, just a big milk snake.
And big snake, even big freaking worms. Give me the heebie-jeebies.
They look kind of like a malted milk bar. They got the two colors. They have the chocolate, and then they have the lighter.
No, anything that slithers and parts the grass, it just
Well, they're alarming.
damn right they're alarming.
I would rather have them around than mice.
I'd rather have mice and rats and
Well, they're
spiders.
cuter, but
You can't get cozy with the snakes.
mice. But yeah, but snakes don't read your magazines or chew on them either.
No, they shouldn't be in your freaking house.
No, they should. Ideally. Anyway.
Hey, when we lived on Rose Avenue, Diane knows how I feel about snakes. So I'm sitting on the back patio in the lawn chair getting some sun, and Diane comes out and she says to me, "You know how you feel about snakes?" I just glanced over to my left and down the ground, getting a sunbathing just like I was a freaking snake. Garter snake, I'm sure, but I jumped out of that chair. And he made for the window well, and I thought, oh crap. If he gets in the house, this house will soon be up for
You'll
sale.
have to sell the house.
Oh, I would have I would have sold the friggin' house in a heartbeat.
Well, hey, I'm sympathetic to anybody's phobias.
And believe we used to go up behind the Robin Hood
Oh, yeah. I
and
remember
gather
that.
them up.
Mud Lake, yes.
Were you with me or was it Dave? I know Dave was.
Yeah, I used to go out there and get them.
Yeah, it's how stupid reaching into a hole. What's in there?
Enough of Wild Kingdom here. Let's get to...
I'll stay in the boat while Jim goes out and...
Yes, Marlon Perkins, yes.
It's safe in the boat, isn't it?
I think this is as old of an album as I'm bringing today. This is on Yorkville Records, and it's the Yorkville Evolution Sampler. And this has a song called Gaslight on it by the Ugly Ducklings. And what else is on here? There's some Ronnie Hawk and stuff, but Richie Knight and the Midnight's doing Oh Charlena.
Oh, Charlena.
Love that song.
Me too.
Very good song.
Cool stuff.
And
What's
this
it?
was like,
Oh,
so it's
awesome.
like one of these samplers, you know?
Stitch in
And Little
Time.
Caesar and the Consoles too. They were a pretty busy gigging band in Ontario. A Stitch in Time.
Yeah, we saw them back in the day when Yorkville was just a hopping place to be. Stitch in Time in a
Really?
basement playing 8 miles high. Awesome.
Wow.
Absolutely
This
awesome.
this is Yorkville.
Yes,
right?
it is.
This is the scene.
Mhm.
That was early Toronto, of course.
It was like our Hate Ashbury.
Yes. Yes.
The Canadian version.
It became very more
I'm glad
playground of the
we got
rich later
there.
on.
Just the atmosphere, what a place.
Now, I won't take the plastic off this because it's so rare to have one in this good a shape.
Oh.
This is the British Mod Beats, and they are from St. Catharines, which is about 20 miles away from us.
Yeah.
And Fraser Loveman, who just passed away last year, I should say, had the British Mod Beats, and a lot of people around here had this album, or still have it. Okay. Now, my friend Doug Carter played bass in the Fraser Loveman Group, which was after this. These guys are on, but they did a version of LSD, the Pretty Things song. That was pretty well there. So this is a pretty rare album, so some of our American friends might
Still
not
a shrink?
have seen this before, too. Pardon, my friend?
I said that's still in the shrink.
Yes, still in the shrinks.
I bet.
Very nice
Is
shape.
the album in nice shape too?
Yeah.
Can you
Not
give us
bad
a
at all.
peek?
I've got 2 or 3 of them.
Okay.
I always pick them up if I see them. Okay, now this, in my humble opinion, and you know what my opinion's like, I think the New York Dolls are the best North American band of all time.
End of
But
argument.
Teenage Head, this was, I think, the best Canadian band of all time. And then,
Okay, sorry about that interruption. Maybe you didn't even notice. This the pin,
all right, an original.
the infamous pin.
Teenage Head.
Can you read that?
Yeah. Give me some. Teenage Head.
Yeah.
Now they were named after a Flamin' Groovies album.
Were they?
Yeah, the Flamin' Groovies album, Teenage Head.
Sorry.
Yes.
So these
Frankie
guys.
Venom, great lead singer. These guys were from Hamilton, which is like the 2nd largest city in Ontario. Big steel town. And Gord Lewis, as I said, a great Thunder-esque guitar player. Is that how you would put it? Thunder-esque? Actually, it's Johnny Thunder's birthday today.
No
He would have
way.
been 70, as the birthday of Marky Ramone and my friend Steve Chapman.
I have another version, or another copy. I have a Teenage Head album downstairs also. You want me to go grab it?
I think I've got a few here.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I might have it covered.
We saw these guys in Thorold, didn't we?
Yeah.
I shouldn't
all of us
say we
has-
didn't see them, we heard them. I never saw them. They walked by our table and they up to the stage and the place was
Some
on
in
fire.
Dexter and Welland.
Was it the Dexter?
Yeah, in Dexter and Welland we saw them. Yeah.
Well, like I say, I never
This is
saw
why
them.
I've got a single here that I bought at the Dexter, actually.
Franny, say, this is an awesome
Bought off
album.
them, the first one. This is second album, Frantic City. Now, this singer, Frankie Venom, Frankie Kerr from Hamilton, he passed away a few years back.
Yeah, that.
One of the last gigs they played was in Port Colborne Canal Days.
When was that?
With Taxi Chain?
Oh, that's going by.
Yeah, that's probably 10 years. I have no sense of time.
Oh,
This
it's
kind of
absolutely
listen to
more
this
than
music
10
has
years
done it.
ago. It's got to be 12, 13 or more.
Okay.
I have Tacky Chain on video for usage. The video's long
There's
disappeared.
another
I
band I don't
wonder.
have any vinyl of, but yes. Greer Coppins and Taxi Chain. Okay, and this is another one, Trouble in the Jungle. Very. Okay. Now, while we're at it here. Teenage Head. They were trying, they must have had some little money behind them or something, because they put out I wouldn't say a more maybe more commercial version of this song, Let's Shake. Changed a few of the lyrics, and it actually used to get some AM radio play on Chum and CKOC.
CF&Y. No, I don't think they played that.
No, they wouldn't play that.
No.
Not
Not their thing.
smart enough for them. Must be King Crimson or something. But anyway, this is the one I bought. This is on Epic, actually. Canadian Epic, and I bought it off the band one of the first times we went to see them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Take them away.
Pardon?
Take them away?
Yeah.
Just trying to read what's on there.
Oh no, it was Picture My Face and tearing up my heart. Tearing me apart, I should say. Sorry, I should know all this stuff. All right, Teenage Head. Okay. This is a band called the Bobcats, one of the better rockabilly bands that were around in the 80s and 90s. A guy named Jack DeKaiser.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
later on, and the drummer there, Billy Fury. I know him. I met him a few times. He was a bartender at the Horseshoe, and we used to see him over in Buffalo at the same gigs. It looks 80s, 90s, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Wow, Jack DeKaiser. Did we see these guys at Joe's? Not these guys, but do you remember Joe's place?
Yeah, I think he did play there in some
That name sounds so familiar.
form or another. Yeah. Okay. This is another band from St. Catharines. Later on, the Sick Boys. Now, Attic Daddy played with the Sick Boys some shows before when they existed. And I drew the cover for this. I used
No
to do
kidding.
yeah.
You got a credit on the back?
Oh, yeah. And it's like, this had this guy, Steve Stumble, Paul Drink It All. I knew these guys. And it was Stumble Records. And he ran up a label for quite a while.
Man,
And
so
maybe it still doesn't exist. I believe so. And there enough, and they got the little. This is from one called Zombie Night in Canada, which I have the CD of.
that looks like your artwork there, buddy.
Yes, it is. And there's an Attic Daddy song on each one of Volume 1 and
Wow.
Volume 2.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, and yeah, here's yes, Zombie Night in Canada, the first one. And it's just a whole bunch of, rockabilly, psychobilly bands from across Canada. A lot of surf bands from Manitoba for some reason or another, from somewhere that I never thought of as having water.
You can't imagine. There's not much surfing in Manitoba, is
I
there?
don't think so. It seems a little cold to me.
See, we got a lot of lakes and rivers, but
Another great Toronto band, which Teddy Fury from the Bobcats played in, was the Royal Crowns later on. I saw them at a food festival in Welland.
really,
Yeah, but we went up to see them in Toronto, and again, Attic Daddy opened up for them, and opened up for these guys backing up Robert Gordon.
wow,
So it was the Royal Crowns.
pretty cool.
And someone we just saw a couple months ago, Bloodshot Bill. Now, he's a one-man band. We've seen him play before, John Spencer and Heavy Trash. We saw him in Hamilton a couple months ago, maybe a little longer, because we still had to stand on X's
Oh,
on the
okay.
ground and
Not
stay
that long
separate from
ago.
people. So yeah, but he was very good, and now he's on Norton Records. So I'm sure his exposure to all the rockabilly freaks out there, he certainly deserves it. Wonderful performer.
Do you remember Doug and Slugs? Were they another Canadian group?
Doug and Hug, yes. Had a single, Too Bad, was it called, or something like that?
Gosh, I don't remember.
Yes.
There's a lot of Canadian bands out there. And these guys, a lot of Canadian artists got their start, I think, because of Canadian content was lacking on the radio.
Yes, and then there was a law that we had to pay so much Canadian content. I still think it is in existence.
Yeah, I probably.
And that's why a lot of oldies still are kicking around.
Rough Trade. Is Rough Trade, Carol Pope, they still kicking around? Or is she
I think she's alive. I don't know if they're put out anything.
Parachute Club? They playing anywhere this
Okay,
weekend?
now you've gone too far. See?
That's why we
I
can't.
told you if you mention the wrong thing, we're ending this. Hey, Shadow Man, guess what I'm drinking today?
I haven't got a clue.
Canada Dry.
Oh, here's boom.
Well, what the fun.
You've had your tea and your snake.